Welcome back, LEGO enthusiasts, to Heart of a Kid Productions. I know it's been a minute, but been busy with life, so let's get right into it. Hey guys, how you all doing? Obviously, Thanksgiving's tomorrow. I've been busy, I've been working, but I also ended up saving some monies to pick up a LEGO set. So if you're all aware, I'm sure, this past week on the 19th and 20th, past weekend, there was double VIP points. Also, there was a couple sets that were 5 times the VIP points, which was incredible. So there was a couple sets that actually they only had, I think it was between 5 and 7 cents that sets that they were allowing the 5 times VIP. Now for me, there was a lot of sets in there that I didn't really care for, which was like the Black Panther. The Hogwarts Express was really amazing. The problem is it's just too big. It doesn't fit in a city. It just doesn't work. I do like it, but for me, it's just not worth the money. So right now, at the end of the day, if I were to get that in the future at some point, I'd probably use it for like maybe like a part of the theme park or something like that, as like, you know, the big train where you can actually kind of walk through like a movie set, kind of like they do at Universal Studios type deal thing. So that would be really cool, but at the same time, if you can't really utilize it for anything more than that, to me, it's just not worth it in the long run for the price that you pay. With modulars, like buildings, you know, you get buildings, they kind of sit, they don't do much, you kind of display and do things with them. But you're getting them for like, you know, anywhere between 160 nowadays, like 230 to 280, $300. But those, you know what you're buying, you know what you're getting. So this past weekend, I actually kind of set up an idea where I was going to go get something, and given one of the sets I have not gotten yet, which I was like, oh man, they're doing 5 times VIP points on this, and I was like, this is great. So I ended up going to the Lego store with my kids, and obviously one of the good things about that is I got these nice little sets, which are the gift with purchases. So obviously you got the house, home of the brick, comes with all the miniature size things from the actual Denmark. I do like this one. This is one of my favorites. I really wish I could have got the original that they only sold in Denmark. You can find it online, but it's kind of pricey. But it's really cool. I really want that set. Maybe sometime in the future, you know, when I win the lottery and I'm able to, you know, really pay for, you know, over the top stuff when it's just a display piece. But these are really cool. I thought this was really cool. It'll be a nice little add to my collection. So got that one, obviously. And then obviously you got your Elf Village. Now I did miss out on the gift with purchase. I think it was last year. The one with the says the North Pole and then has the stars in the background. Kind of similar to this. Probably connects to this one. Would work out well with this one. I didn't get that one. It was kind of, I was debating. I didn't want to buy anything at that time, and it was kind of like, do I want to spend the money to get that? And then if the North Pole piece wasn't a sticker, I would have probably went all in. But it was a sticker, and also the moon in the background was a sticker, and I was just like, you know, those are stickers. If they were printed, it'd be worth the money for me, and then I would have got some other sets and then budgeted it around that. But given it didn't have that and they were stickers, I was just like, it's all right. I could buy it on aftermarket if I want, which I haven't. Not a big deal. But this was a cool little gift with purchases. So 2 gift with purchases with the set that I actually bought. So these are just 2 free sets that I get to keep for my collection. If I decide to sell them in the future, great. If not, then they're just great add-ons. So, and obviously I think this one was worth about $35. This one's like $25. So you're already getting about $55 worth back. So what I did get from that haul was one big set, which, like I said, it was part of the 5 times VIP sets, and I wanted this for a while, and I'm glad I didn't buy it on opening day or release day, because I was like, man, there wouldn't have been really anything on that 5 double VIP point or 5 times VIP points that I would have wanted. So I would have been like, oh, that's a great deal with sets that haven't been selling well, like the Black Panther and the Hulkbuster, which I don't really care for. I got to see it in person at the Lego store, and it actually looked better in person, but still was not worth the $550. I was just like, yeah, this is just not something I care for. But it was cool to see, but I was like, yeah, not worth the money. Compared to obviously like the 1-to-1 scale Razor Crest, which you guys have seen the video that I built in. Yeah, that thing is awesome and totally worth the $600. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show you guys what I picked up. It's right over here. All right, here we go. Oh, as you can tell from the side, I got the loop coaster. Yeah, now this thing is nice and massive. So as you can see, pretty big. Got 5 times the VIP points for this. I love this double loop. Now it's funny, I watched so many videos on this, and I have the original roller coaster, but when I watched the videos on this, it was funny because I remember watching that. I was like, that is so cool that they have 2 loops. And then I was like, but it literally takes 3 seconds to go from top after it drops from the top back to the front. And I was like, it's literally 3 seconds, if not less. So I was like, but you know, I understand Lego, and I'm like, they can't make something super elaborate. It'd be $1,000, $2,000, somewhere around there. But this is actually really cool. I still love it, even though it's a 3-second ride. But it's really cool. I needed it for my theme park in the future because I obviously got the other roller coaster, and I didn't want to miss out. But I got 5 times the VIP points, which means I spent the $400 on this because I bought it in store, but I got $100 back. So in my mind, I saved $100, even though I spent full price on this, because I'm getting $100 back. I already have a ton of VIP points, so currently I'm about 300 and something VIP points, and then I have some cash on hand that I'm actually going to be using possibly on Friday this week. I've been really debating with myself if I'm picking up that Eiffel Tower, and I've already seen some YouTubers that have already gotten it, and that's from reviews. And the only reason that I want to get it is because it is, to me, the design is spectacular compared to the original one that came out, I think, in 2009. But that one is just, it's 5 feet. It's extremely detailed. I do want Eiffel's apartment too, because I want that character. I think you can make that character with already pieces that are available, but I do want the apartment. So it's kind of an exclusive thing that I want. So that's another reason. And with the cash and the points that I already have, if I put it all towards that set, I'll be paying like $180 out of my own pocket. So that's pretty good. Well, the cash, well, technically $280 because I'm using about $100 of cash. But you know what? To me, I don't count that because that's money that's been saved. The money that I'm using extra is the $180, and that is out of my pocket or putting it on a card or whatever. Because obviously that set's like $630 plus tax. So you're looking at like $650 or somewhere around there. But maybe even a little more than that. But for me, it just looks amazing. It's funny because it's one of those sets that I might not build for a long time. Even though I want to build it because I want to see it. But for me, it'd be like, okay, I built it. Do I have anywhere to put it? Not really. Now let me just take it completely apart after building it for hours and hours and hours. And a ton of the reviews, which I'm sure you guys have already watched, it's very repetitive, but what can you do with that set? I mean, it's going to be repetitive. It's got 4 legs. It's got every single piece is literally identical on all 4 sides. So it's understandable. It's just the way it is. But it looks really cool. I really like it. And then somebody had posted that I watched. I can't remember his name. So, but there is a guy that posted on the YouTube that I did watch about the Eiffel Tower, and he had said something about Superman. And actually, like, this is a DC set, technically, based off, because in Superman 2, you know, Superman saves Lois at the Eiffel Tower because they have a bomb. And it's actually pretty interesting because I'm a huge Superman fan, and I actually turned on Superman the movie, the original, with Christopher Reeve last night, and I was sitting there, and the music just started playing, and I told my wife, I was like, I'm a huge movie buff, and sometimes I think about it, and I'm like, this movie is my favorite movie of all time. Superman, the movie. The music, Christopher Reeve, the whole movie, it's just amazing. So it's funny because it just brought me back to nostalgia, and then I was thinking about that Eiffel Tower and like how you can just have Superman kind of on one of those like clear pieces, like flying around it or whatever. So I thought that was cool, and you could put it in a city, and maybe put it in the middle of a city on a 4-way stop where the cars can go underneath it, and that would be interesting, but it would take up a lot of space. So obviously, if you want to utilize that space for whatever, I have like you guys have seen on my video, my little town, I only have a 7-foot by 3-foot table currently. where I'm actually doing these videos again in the future. I plan on getting rid of this whole little section right here and having this nice bigger city spot, which would definitely be huge, so I can build a lot more stuff. But that's in the future. We'll see what happens, but at the same time, you know, it's something I think about. But I would love to have that Eiffel Tower as my centerpiece of the city. You know, it would just, to me, it would just look cool. It might be, you know, obviously oversized, but I think around it you can kind of blend in and make it look good. And it would just be a cool centerpiece, you know. And it reminds me of the movie Armageddon, when you see the meteor coming and hit Paris, and in the distance you see the Eiffel Tower out there, and it's like in the middle and everything's like blowing up to the gargoyle. But it's cool because the Eiffel Tower's in the middle, kind of the top peak thing, and then around it all the buildings and everything in the city. So just something that I think about. But anyways, yeah, it's actually a really cool thing. So I'm more than likely going to get it. And again, if I'm spending 180 bucks out of my pocket, that's not a big deal. I would have loved to save that points for other stuff, because there's other sets I want, like the Sanctum that I haven't got yet, a bunch of other things, but I will get those eventually. But anyways, I just wanted to talk. I'm glad I got this set. This is just my Lego haul on my big set today, and yeah, it's beautiful. It really does look nice. I really like it. So I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys were able to pick up some really good stuff. But I mean, look at this thing, Loop Coaster. So you know, it's really cool. And again, the 2 gift with purchase. And that's another thing, actually, now that I mention it. If I do go on Black Friday, get there early in the morning with my kids, and I'm able to get the Eiffel Tower, not only will I get Eiffel's apartment, I will also get probably 2 more gift with purchases. So I'll have double these, and I'll probably end up selling the secondary ones because I won't need them. But, you know, it's just more money to kind of pay back onto the money that I'm already spending. So anyways, you know, at the end of the day, like I always say, guys, you know, as long as you have the heart of a kid, you can enjoy everything and anything. And, you know, I'm just a big kid over here buying bulk Legos here and there, you know, building here and there when I can. Obviously, I still got the bowling alley that I haven't even looked up the instruction. I've been so busy. I'm building the Razor Crest, working, taking care of my kids, and enjoying time. Thanksgiving's here. Christmas is right around the corner. There's so much going on. So, you know, there's a lot, but I plan on putting out another video. I did do another build that I want to talk about. I'll do a video and I'll post that hopefully in the next few days after I post this one. And then there's another video. I returned something that I need to also buy again, and we'll talk about that in another video as well. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. Let me know what you think.